Glad to have you with us from Huntington Bank Stadium. Basically a month into the season, here in week 4, and teams are starting to reach a critical portion of the schedule. It's the Washington Huskies and the Minnesota Golden Gophers. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
The Golden Gophers have one of the most unique on-campus stadiums in college sports. Formerly playing in the Vikings home field, now back on campus, Huntington Bank Stadium has brought that college spirit back to Minnesota. Guys?
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Washington likely to try to boot it deep to get things started. He'll bring it out. It's Hayes. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. So Minnesota's offense has the ball first today. This is a big-time quarterback that we're going to be seeing today, but getting the job done against a defense like this, what words of wisdom do you have for him, Jesse?
Well, I think you've got to prepare like you've never prepared before, and that's one thing he told us. He spent extra time in the film room. He spent extra time on the field after practice all week, because I think he understands the challenge that lies ahead of him. He knows this is easily the best defense that they face this year, so we're going to put his skills to the test in this one.
They're going to make it hard, right? There's not going to be any layups. Like most of the time, you know, he's had his way. He's feasted on so many defenses. They're going to make you earn it. They're going to make you go the length of the field. They're going to see if you can be patient. They're going to see how you respond to adversity. So some challenges coming his way for sure.
Got it in the middle. It's Tracy. Brought down at the 27. It's a 5-yard pickup on the play.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is, because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. The run inside. It's Taylor. Got enough for the first. Here's a little room there. And he takes it all the way down to the 26-yard line.
All right, David, as someone that loves defense and sound defense, how would you evaluate their job fitting that?
To quote the great philosopher Reese Davis, that was very ungood. Defense is about making the ball go where you want it to go. Like guys doing their job and fitting it to the second-level player.
Grabs it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. Trying to run, it's Taylor. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? QB draw. And he's in. Pounding his way in for the score. Touchdown, Minnesota!
And they talked about it this week with us. They talked about wanting to start this football game fast. Nothing like taking the opening possession, using your script to your advantage, and then getting closer and exerting your physicality, running the football in, off to a hot start for this offense.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So the Washington Huskies offense will now get its first chance with the football. And you've got to believe this defense is put in. Can they even stop him?
It's one thing to watch it. It's another thing to stop it. And just impressed with the way they move him around. They use him. Sometimes he blocks. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. Like sometimes he's a lineman. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. So tough.
Makes the grab in their space. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Huskies with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Rushes on him. He gets away. Brings it in down the left side. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That is the freshman defensive end that they're very excited about. They're hoping that he's able to return to the game shortly. They'll keep it on the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. Here comes the option. He'll try to get to the marker himself. Got enough space. And he waltzes in for the score. The Golden Gophers will start this drive. The offense looks ready to roll. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
A pickup of 5 marks it at the 36-yard line.
And most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a first down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
Finds his man. It's Taylor. Showed off just about every move in the book except the forward move. Stopped for a short gain. The margin for error is so small in this conference. It's really imperative to get off to a good start in Big Ten play.
Especially, Reese, since you're adding so much talent now to this conference. But, yeah, year in and year out, you know the mainstays in this conference, but there's always some surprises. And I'll be interested to see how everybody starts off this season. Listen, this is your first opportunity, Palmer, in conference play, in a major conference, obviously in the Big Ten, to make your first statement.
And it's going to be taxing all season long for these players. Physically, obviously, and you expect that in the Big Ten Conference. But now adding all those West Coast teams, these guys are going to be flying back and forth across the country a lot this year. They have to get off to a fast start today. That's what makes this game so critical.
He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
Really nice throw by the quarterback here, because if you're going to throw out-breaking routes against man coverage, you have got to be on time, which means the ball has got to come out before the receiver gets out of his break. Really nice anticipation by the QB.
With the catch, it's Thompson. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Taylor has it. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
Well, to say that this guy was unblockable in their last game is definitely an understatement. He was living in the opponent's backfield, and he does it again very early in this one, David. And I know he was a guy this offensive line and this coaching staff were concerned about, and early on, they don't have an answer for him.
I'm about to say that they still have the concerns because, geez, early on, he's in the backfield right away. Got to have some kind of an answer, man. First of all, maybe not run towards his side. Secondly, maybe we double team him, but there's got to be a plan because when you get near him, bad things happen for your offense.
So first down here as they go back to work. Motion from the wideout. Now from inside the red zone. They've got the screen set up. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Gophers!
And when you run these screen plays, you're trying to get your playmaker the ball in space, and what a great job. They get it to the running back, but look at the blocks out in front. Everybody paving the way, creating some space, and then he's got so much speed, he can take care of the rest. Really, really nice screen pass.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. They'll start on the ground with Washington. That is a big win for this defense. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Williams. Complete to the left. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. The Huskies peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Here comes the Heat. Trying to get away. Trying to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job, and there's no gain on the play. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Quarterback Keith. His defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain. Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. Williams will pass. Steps away. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. On 4th and 7, analytics, gut feel, or maybe just wanting to keep the offense out there. They'll go for it. Williams to throw for it on 4th. Bringing the heat. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
He had nowhere to go with the football. 4th down, you know he wants to make a play. I'd like for him to throw it up, to be honest. Try to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares if I throw a pick? It's 4th down anyways, but couldn't find anybody to get the ball off. The defense surrounds him, gets him to the ground with the sack.
Might have a chance. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
After the big 1st down sack, it's 2nd down. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle, it's Smith. And tackled there by the defense.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. In there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. Neutral zone action. So the offense accepts the penalty, and they'll get a little farther away from their own end zone. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Wenzy. Trying to set up the screen. Breaks into the open. And he'll pick up the 1st down, but he got drilled on that tackle. He'll have enough for the 1st down after making that grab, but we do have a player who has not yet returned to his feet. The senior defensive tackle being looked at by medical personnel. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on how he's doing. And the Golden Gophers will have it 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Got his man. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon.
Encroachment defense.
Defense a little too eager, and that's an encroachment penalty, 5 yards for the offense. The Golden Gophers trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Taylor. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
They go right back to this guy on 2nd and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. 3rd and goal, where the fire purifies and separates contenders and pretenders. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So that drive covered just 44 yards. And they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Here's a heat, and he never had a chance.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable in run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Throwing, Williams. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. 4th down, Williams. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. He gets it past the stick, slides to avoid the hit, and the drive stays alive with a 4th down conversion.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick up and put them down and go get 1st downs, but I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive. And you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He
throws toward the end zone. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Lined up in the gun, Williams on 3rd down. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the 1st half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to.
He'll put total leather and get this 2nd half started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Ollie, what did you find out coming from the locker room?
Washington's head coach told me coming out of the locker room, he's looking for his team to really make some noise here in the third quarter. They know they're in playoff contention. They know that this is a big-time game to separate themselves, but they have got to have more intensity here to start the third quarter.
Thanks, Holly. Williams on the play fake. Quarterback extends the play. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke. Not much room to run. And the Huskies can really attack on this second and short. Here's Williams to throw. Looking to take a shot. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. A likely touchdown-saving tackle, but the catch and run takes it down to the 7. Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. From the red zone, it's Washington. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Second and goal for this offense. On the option, he'll keep it on second down. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Oh, man, you're set up. You're in great position. The offense driving the ball down the field. You get in the red, you got to make something positive happen, Palmer. That's not what they were looking for.
No, turnovers. That's why that's a key statistic when it comes to winning and losing football games. But it couldn't have come at a worse time, as you just mentioned, David. Down at this area of the field, situationally, when you're trailing, you simply can't have a mistake like that. And that's the difference between good teams and bad teams.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll move the wide receiver. There's some room. He stopped just short of the 25 at the 24-yard line, but it will be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running inside, it's Taylor. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. And they cannot afford to lose this guy. Such an important part of their running attack. We'll have Holly check on his status. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll run play action. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that second down incompletion. Looking to throw, it's Lindsey. Pressure coming. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
And how about this young fella? He's slinging the pill, man. His completion percentage is through the roof. Dude, he's over 80% right now. Everything he's throwing is working, using the whole field, using multiple receivers. He looks like a different cat from what we've seen all throughout the season.
Punt is on its way. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. He'll be brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what that one's about. I'm not sure he knew he had the face mask there. Tried to let it go in time, but couldn't. It's a penalty on the defense. Sends it back in motion. Here's a give to Washington. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Williams. Oh, they're after him. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Slides past the sticks, and he converts on 2nd and long. Great awareness on the scramble.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
This Washington offense moving quickly down the field. Play fake, Williams. Starts to scramble to the left. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass. And after that last play, there is a Husky who has yet to get up. That's the junior offensive lineman that they're counting on. We hope he can return to play soon. Williams. This one's complete. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down. The Huskies come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Washington. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Williams looking for a man. Unloads to the right. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. 3rd down from the gun, Williams. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the 3rd. That drive covered 57 yards for the touchdown. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unleashes it on the run. Reels it in on the left side. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down.
And, man, if you want to make big plays down the field, that's how it's done. It starts up front with the offensive line, and he had so much time to go through his progressions and then go through it again, man. So much time in the pocket. He delivers the big play down the field. Kudos to that offensive line right there.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Got a man, it's Thompson. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Helms. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Little over anxious, out of the stands early, and it's a false start.
False start.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Still 3rd down, but more ground to cover after the flag. Dropping back, it's Lindsey. Going for it all. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. And here comes the field goal unit. And it slips just inside that right upright. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Throwing, Williams. Unloads to the wideout. Over the middle, it's Williams. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. That's the way to start a drive. Now they'll snap it just shy of midfield. Looking to throw on first down. He lets one fly deep. Makes the grab down the left side. Touchdown, Huskies. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, more points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Hayes. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. One final play before the end of the quarter. Scanning the field, it's Lindsey. They get to him as he throws. And the pass falls incomplete. That's how we'll wrap up the third quarter of play. But now, time for the fourth quarter. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too so the final period starts with a second down play. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Goes out of bounds at the 25, and that's the way to get it out of your own end.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. The short hands, it's Tracy. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. And the Golden Gophers have it with a 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Turner. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Got his man to the left. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. The Golden Gophers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Looking to pass, it's Lindsey. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Makes the catch. So close to that end zone, he could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. And a touchdown here would not only give them the lead, but in the fourth quarter, that ramps up the pressure. Fighting his way for every inch, but he still needs a few more. He stops short of the goal line.
At first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
On 2nd and goal, they go right back to him. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. A touchdown here on 3rd and goal really ratchets up the game pressure. Trying to run it in. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. They're going to pass on the field goal. They're still looking for 6 in this situation. They want to throw it. Here's the pressure. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth. The Gophers back on top.
Man, this is wild late in the game. We're seeing two heavyweight fighters trading blows. The offense scores their last time out. This offense now scores a touchdown here late to get the lead, but there's time left on the clock. Can the defense step up here and make a stop to preserve this win?
The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to... And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. And the Huskies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. He'll try to do it himself. Slides, avoids the hit. What a play to convert on 2nd and long.
It's the fourth quarter. Every second counts, right? It's a one-possession game. We're chasing the QB. He scrambles around, does such a great job getting positive yards.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. They just haven't been able to hold up and protect the quarterback, and now they face 2nd and long. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Complete to the left. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. This Washington offense moving quickly down the field. Here's Williams to throw. Finds his big tight end. Tackled after a gain of 4 on the play, and that takes us to the 2-minute timeout. Now on 2nd down. Williams will pass. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. A touch out of field goal range. They need to pick up yards quickly on 3rd down. Dances away to buy time. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
This really has been a master class by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
He's got him. There he goes. And after the pickup gets to the sidelines to stop the clock and keep this drive going as they try to save themselves late. The Huskies go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Washington. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Moves away as he feels pressure. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly. Maybe picked up 1 on the play. It'll be 3rd and long. Williams sets up the screen. Nice move to pick up yardage. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. Washington stops the clock and uses its first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Washington coming to the line with another 1st down. Here's a give to Washington. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Washington again. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
And they tried to sneak the run in there, but immediately you got to call a timeout. You got to stop the clock. Then you can get organized, go to the sidelines, still have 1 left after that. You realize you got to get points, but now you get to get your quarterback over here and get in his ear a little bit.
Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. They run the reverse. They couldn't get anybody to bite on that one, and they'll stop him behind the line. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. This kicker is going to need nerves of steel on this one. And he got it! And they will play on in overtime. Well, guys, let's play some more. Headed to overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth. So, of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions, probably maybe one possession each. Who's the better team?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and two-point conversion. So this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
We'll get it started here in overtime. We'll send the tight end in motion. Off the play fake on first down. If he runs this back, this game's over. The play in the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20 on a touch. First down, and this defense is desperate. Any kind of score, and it's over. Williams. Caught in the backfield. It's Washington. Turning it on. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. They're already in position for a potential game-winning field goal here on first and goal in overtime. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Howie Rowe will check on his condition. Second and goal for the offense. At the line of scrimmage, but they won't snap it here. They're going to use a timeout instead. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Tries to get it himself. And they go for the sneak on second down, playing very conservatively, and they may have to open it up if they want to score on this drive. Third and goal. Any score wins it. They must take care of the... He's in! A game-winning touchdown in overtime.
Third and goal, you're going to turn around and just give it to this guy who just has a nose for the end zone. He's able to find the crease and pay it off for his offense.
What a thriller. What a confidence builder to be able to come up with a win like that in overtime.
This team has to love their ability to come up with big plays and